Hello and welcome back to A Little Less Lisa. If you're new, I am Lisa and this channel is all about my journey into health and wellness. Specifically now I'm in a weight loss journey, although I have actually hit goals, so that's fantastic, and we're kind of seeing where we go from here. I do take a GLP-1 medication, so I take compounded tirzepatide. Currently, I am on 5 milligrams. Since I just hit my goal weight, I haven't quite figured out what maintenance is going to look like yet, so we'll kind of get into those details, etc. But yeah, I'm just excited to share my results for the last week, and then because it is my fourth set of 4 weeks, so basically kind of the end of my 4th month, we'll go over sort of an overall where I started, where I am, inches, because I did my measurements, everything like that. So let's talk about how this last week went. I did have 2 goals. If you remember, at the end of each video, I talk about some goals that I want to have for myself for the next week. And my 2 goals were to really focus on hitting my protein goals this week and to try to get closer to my minimum calorie requirements, which I did do better on. We'll talk about that in a second, but I do think that the week went fairly well. I will say, and I forgot to look at my app right before we got on here, but I'm pretty sure there was only, I think, 2 of the 7 days where I hit, I think, like 72 grams of protein. I try to get at least a minimum of 80. I'd like to be closer to 100. And then there were several days where I was over 100. So I feel pretty good about the protein goals. I think, like I said, I'm doing a pretty good job. I did have one day where my calorie count was pretty low, and that was because my stomach was really upset that day and I felt like I was possibly going to throw up. And so I think it was something that it was a combination of something that I ate that didn't sit well with me. We were on I don't want to say a significant car ride. The actual distance wasn't that far, but the traffic was horrible. So I don't know if it was a combination of just kind of being almost like motion sick along with then not eating anything. And I did come prepared, by the way. I brought like pistachios in my bag, so I would have a snack on the way. I drank my protein coffee on our way. Anyway, that was not a stellar day, but other than that, I would say that, I definitely did a better job of eating more calories. So that I will take as a win. If you didn't watch my last video, I will have it up here in the cards for you to watch after you're done watching this one, but I talked about how I went and had a Dexa scan done, which is a low-level x-ray that tells you your full body composition, and it is known in the industry as sort of the gold standard of body composition. It also tells you your bone density, which as a female is really important. And probably the biggest thing I got out of that whole DEXA scan was that my bone density is great. So that's awesome, especially, like I said, as a woman in the middle of her life, obviously continuing to age, we want to make sure that our bones are healthy. So that's really important. Another thing that I guess I want to note about this past week is if you don't know about my other channel, I started on YouTube with a channel, which I still have, about more sort of luxury, fashion, lifestyle, that kind of thing. But I've been focusing quite a bit on fashion lately because obviously I have had to get rid of essentially all of my clothes, pretty much. And I was down to very, very little. Like, I did not have a single pair of jeans that fit me. And we are right now in the middle of the Nordstrom anniversary sale, which is a sale that is near and dear to my heart. I've shopped it, I think I figured out, for the last 18, 19 years, something like that. And so I was very happy that it, was happening now when I was pretty much at my goal weight and could buy some clothes that I felt pretty confident, would fit me for a while. So in doing that, one of the things that I tried on was a pair of knee-high boots. Now, I have always been one of those people who have had a really, really hard time with knee-high boots because I've always had a larger calf size. So if they didn't have a particular boot in a wide calf version, a lot of times I couldn't fit into those boots. I follow lots of different fashion content creators, and every time, especially in the Nordstrom sale, when I would see them trying on a pair of knee-high boots and they look so cute on them, and I was like, oh, I'd really like to buy one of those pair of boots, but I couldn't, they wouldn't fit over my calf. And so probably my biggest Nonscale victory this past week was that I was shopping in store and I saw another creator trying on these pair of boots, and I was like, oh, those are so cute and they're a really great color. And so I thought, okay, I'll give them a try. They look like they might work, and I think I looked to see what the calf circumference was. Most, shoe, if you are looking online at a retailer, they'll generally tell you what the calf circumference is on a boot and like the shaft height. And so I think it was a 15-inch circumference, which, I know in the past I've always been like over a 16-inch. But anyway, I tried them on and I actually had room in the top. It was just so exciting. So anyway, that was one of my little non-scale victories for this week. All right, so let's get into the numbers. I know that's what you are all here for. So as a reminder, I did take 5 milligrams last week. I took it in my left stomach, and I started at 143.8 last week, which was my goal weight. So as a quick reminder, because I did share this last week in my video, I came clean with everybody. My starting weight was 183.8. I am just slightly over 5'6". So my goal weight was, I just made it an even 40 pounds, so 143.8. And when I stepped on my scale for weigh-in day, I was 142.8. So I lost 1 pound this last week, which kind of went against my whole pattern of 0.4 and then a big loss and 0.4 and then a big loss. So I thought for sure it would be 0.4 this week, but no, it was actually a pound. I was up and down during the week. I didn't weigh every single day this past week, but there definitely were some fluctuations. One day I was actually up to 144. So I was actually up technically 0.2 pounds at one point. So like I said, it goes back and forth, and that's kind of why I would like to maybe get down to 140, 141, just to kind of have, like I said, a little wiggle room here and there, if it goes up. And I mean, not that I was panicking when I saw a 0.2, everybody's weight is going to fluctuate with water and, salt intake, etc. So I wasn't worried about it, but for my own probably mental health, I would feel a little bit better if I was a couple pounds lower, but not really a focus right now. That's not something that I am like laser focused on. Obviously when I was in full weight loss mode, I absolutely was focused on that end number. Yes, I still took my entire weight loss in chunks. When I would step on the scale, I would focus generally on sort of 5-pound increments. So just as, I guess, a little summary, because we did just get to the end of my 16 weeks. So I kind of talk about each month, right? So we just got to the end essentially of my fourth month, the end of 16 weeks of being on this medication. So this month I lost 6.4 pounds, which is an average of 1.6 pounds per week, which is just fantastic. It is the lowest average, weekly average that I've had over the course of the four-week periods. But 1.6 pounds is amazing. Like, that's absolutely nothing to be upset about. Anywhere between half a pound to 2 pounds is, sort of in a healthy way. And I do think that I was losing it quite rapidly there, especially in my third sort of month, where I was losing at 2.75 pounds per average per week. But anyway, I'm very happy with that. And like I said, we're just kind of taking it day by day and seeing where things go. I am looking to have hopefully an appointment with my provider coming up probably in the next month or so, and I can talk more formally with him about maintenance. Right now I'm just kind of taking my medicine as it is. Obviously I'm not going up in dosage at all, but just planning on staying on the 5 milligram until at least I have a conversation with him. Just as, I guess, a reminder in case you are looking to get on a GLP-1 medication, I am an advocate for Friday's Health. So we do have a partnership together. If that is something that you're interested in, whether you are looking for the name brand medication or you want to get on a compounded version, they handle either one. I have a whole video on why I switched to Friday's Health. I have a whole video on why I think that telehealth companies are a great way to go. I will have, again, both of those videos up in the cards for you to watch. But I just really, really like the different support offerings that Friday's Health has. So if, like I said, if you are looking for a telehealth company that uses 503A and 503B regulated pharmacies, you want to make sure that the pharmacies that somebody is using are ones that are actual compounding pharmacies that are licensed to make these medications, which is really important. You want to make sure that you are safe and the medication that you are taking is safe. And I 100% trust Friday's Health. They are very, very transparent in their pricing and will answer any questions. But what I love the most about them is the different support aspects that they have as a part of their program. They not only just provide you with weight loss medications, they provide you with nutrition counseling, they provide you with mental health coaching sessions, they provide you with movement, and they just actually added a new session to the weekly. So each week I get an email that has all the different weekly coaching sessions that there are, whether it's for nutrition or mental health, whatever. And there was a new one that was, and I'm trying to remember what they called it. I'll put it up here because I can't remember now for the life of me, but I need to go back and watch. And they do record, except for the mental health ones, which obviously people may be talking about things that they don't want replayed, etc. So they don't record the mental health coaching sessions, but all of the other ones they record. So if you missed one, you can go back. So I really want to go back and listen to this one because I was listening to Mindy Peterson's update from yesterday. She was talking about this particular session and it sounded amazing. Apparently the woman was talking about sort of parenting yourself and how we somehow allow ourselves as adults to not do things that we need to do. And the example I guess she gave was, when you have children, you tell them you need to go brush your teeth, right? They're going to bed, go brush your teeth. They may not like it, but you tell them to do it and they do it because you're the parent. And somehow we as adults kind of let ourselves off the hook for something. So she basically said, you kind of need to get into a parenting mode with yourself and make a list of non-negotiable things that you need to do. And there's no discussion about it, right? There's no discussion that you're not going to brush your teeth, guys. You are going to go brush your teeth. So for me, and I think this was Mindy's question, was, that she was really having a hard time getting back into strength training and, getting the motivation to do it. And this was the response of this particular coach in telling her that. So I really want to go watch that, but it sounded amazing. And, strength training is something that I really am focusing on now. And while I am fairly excited to do it, there's certainly are times where maybe I'm like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And I'm going to parent myself. So I'm going to go listen to that. But anyway, like I said, if you are looking for a telehealth company and one I think that you can really trust, one, like I said, that is very transparent and one that really gives you the support that you need in all facets of your weight loss journey, I would highly recommend Friday's Health. If you want to save $20 on your first month, you can go ahead and use the code Lisa. I will have the link in my description box. You can just click on that, fill out your information, you fill out the questionnaire, everything like that. When you get to the checkout portion, it'll ask for a code. Just put Lisa, Lisa in there and you'll save $20, like I said, on your first month. Just wanted to mention that in case that's something that you're looking for. Okay, so because it is, like I said, the end of another 4-week period, I do take my measurements, so we'll go over those really briefly. I had some decent drops in my measurements, which then hopefully makes me think that at least this last 6.4 pounds was definitely fat, because like I said, I had some pretty significant drops. So I had over 2 inches lost in my bust. I had, let's see, 1.5 inches lost in my waist, a little over 1.5 inches. I lost over an inch in my hips. I lost over an inch basically in each thigh. Calves stayed, one went down. For some reason, the last time my calves were kind of uneven. Now they're pretty close. So my left calf I didn't lose a whole bunch, but I lost like 1/2 inch in my right calf. So I may have just honestly measured wrong the last time around, but from the previous month, I lost 9.39 inches total, which was actually my largest inch loss, I just realized, of all 4 months. So that's fantastic. So like I said, I feel good about that, because I think that really means that I was losing fat, because fat takes up more room than muscle. So my total loss of inches since I started is 27.4. So yeah, very happy with that. By the way, I think I mentioned this in my last check-in video. I was talking about this new clear protein that I had discovered. I mean, it's new to me. I don't think it's new. Called Seeq, S-E-E-Q. And I just realized I think I forgot to link it in the description box. I will really try to remember this time to link to it. You can get it on Amazon. I did, if you are following me on Instagram, it's the same handle, a little less Lisa, but it's underscore, so _little_, got it anyway. And I put a post up on my stories that this protein was actually 15% off during Prime Days. It wasn't actually part of Prime Days, but Seeq was just running a special of 15% off. So I did get another tub, which actually I think arrives today. So I did go through all of the flavors that they had sent me. The only one that I didn't particularly like was the watermelon, which I think I mentioned in last week's video. It was just way too sweet for me. So I bought a tub off from Seeq directly of the blue raspberry, which is what I'm drinking right now. And then I ordered off of Amazon the mango pineapple, I think is the other one that I really liked. The other 2, so there were 5 altogether that I was sent in the variety pack. I got 1 of each. And I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. There was a strawberry lemonade. That was pretty good too, I have to say. And then the other one, was fruit punch. If you are a huge fan of Hawaiian punch, you'll really like fruit punch. It took me back to my childhood. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm drinking Hawaiian punch right now. I would say that was maybe like my 4th. Like if I was ranking them, I'd probably put, I don't know, blue raspberry and mango pineapple are probably kind of pretty even. Then I think I would put strawberry lemonade. Then I would put fruit punch, and on the bottom would be watermelon. Like I said, just because I felt like it was too sweet. So anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I try to have at least 1 of these a day in addition to my protein coffee. So I'm getting 22 grams in this, and I think it's only 100 calories. And then obviously I get 30 from my protein coffee. So that's 52 grams right there. And then, obviously whatever else I eat or drink. So I'm generally, like I said, doing a pretty good job of getting to at least a minimum of 80. But I just wanted to let you know that I am really enjoying this and wanted to give you a little update. So goals for this upcoming week, I'm really going to focus on strength training this week. I really want to hit the gym at least 4 times this week. I've really only been getting there maybe 2 to 3 times per week. So I really would like to try to hit 4 times per week. I also think that I might try running again. Every once in a while, I kind of get this desire, I guess, to run. And I don't mean outside. I'm not a big outdoor exerciser. I don't like dealing with elements, and it has to be, in order for me to work out outside, it has to be like 58 degrees, 60 degrees maybe, no humidity, no hills. I don't want to do that. So I'm talking about running on a treadmill. I'm not talking about running outdoors. I'm not going to be one of those like marathon people. Now watch, like in 3 years, I'm going to be running. I'm not. My point is that, I don't know, for some reason, I've sort of had this desire to maybe run. The last time I lost weight, which was during COVID, there were times where I was, running maybe, a mile and a half, nothing like huge, guys, okay? But it kind of made me feel good. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm really gonna focus on strength training. That's my goal this week, is to get to the gym 4 times this week. Again, protein will continue to remain on my list of goals for the week. I think that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize for the way I look, by the way, but I am about to go to the gym to get one of those sessions in. So, and that is another thing, like I said, that I love about Friday's Health, is they have this partnership with Sesh Fitness, or the app is called Sesh. And so I have an 8-week program that is set out for me. I don't have to think about it. It's free to Friday's Health members, and I love it. So it's a no-brainer for me. I just go downstairs, I open my app, and it's fantastic. Sorry, didn't mean to like jump back into the partnership there, but it's an amazing partnership that they have, which I benefit from. So very happy about that. So yeah, gonna go downstairs, get my workout in, and yeah, like I said, hope you guys are having a great week. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions for me. If you have any questions specifically about Friday's Health, I'm happy to answer those. But if you have any just general questions about my journey, about things that you might be struggling with, disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I am not a medical provider, I don't have any medical training, so obviously anything that I say is from my own personal experience and not any kind of medical advice. But, if I can help answer any questions, I am happy to do so. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. And if you enjoy this kind of content, if you want to continue watching my health journey, I would love to see you back here. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell below. If you have not had enough of me yet, there'll be another video over here for you to watch. And remember, kindness and hate spread the same. The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.